everybody. So the first muscle, and I think is a good muscle to start with because it makes a good landmark, is this big muscle off to the side. So everybody see that. You might want to watch your stuff because Panther's going to be kicking things. Gross. Okay. Do you see this big muscle right here? There is a nice little border right here. It's a very thin muscle, so you're going to have to peel it off, which you already did already, so thank you.
Didn't mean to do that.
So here it is. Does anybody know the name of this muscle? We do work it out a lot.
The lad.
Yes. God, oh my gosh, these feet are so long. Okay. This is called your latissimus dorsi. People just call it lats for short. So if you ever been to the gym and did a lat pull down machine, this is what you're working out right here. And I'm sure you've all seen that one person, whoever does it, right? They have like the Dorito flying squirrel thing going on. Well, this is that muscle right there. So this is a good muscle to start with. It's nice, big, and easy to find the borders. Now from there, the next muscle is going to be on top of this. All right, it's a little triangular shaped muscle right here. So everybody see that? All right, so this is your first trapezius muscle. Cats actually have 3, 1, 2, and 3. We only have one that is subdivided into 3 sections, but cats, there's a clear separation from each one, so we consider them to be different muscles here. So this is going to be another very thin muscle. I'll show you the border real quick. You see the border there. You're going to want to peel it away from the latissimus dorsi, so I would not cut here. I would just try to get underneath it and then peel. Your cat will be easier than Panther because Panther has like the hardest fascia ever. There we go. All right, now I peeled the first trapezius muscle off the latissimus dorsi. Good there? All right, let me show you the other trapezius before I talk about the names to these. The next trapezius muscle is going to be more square shaped, more like rhomboid shaped right here. The separation between this trap and this trap is going to be about right here. So here I'm not going to try to get underneath it. I'm just going to make the borders nice and pretty. So it's really easy to see the muscle, just kind of make it more defined. A little bit more square shape. Keep it attached at the spine for now, because if you pull or if you cut it here, it will come off entirely. All right, and then here is the last trapezius muscle right here. It goes over the shoulder and then binds to this bone right here. What bone's right here? Clavicle. All right, so let's talk about the prefixes to the names of these trapezius muscles. The trapezius muscles and the deltoid muscles are going to have the same prefixes in the same order, so it's better just to memorize these in order. Okay. This one back here, the triangular shaped one, touches a lot of the spine. So which trapezius muscle am I looking at here? Spinotrapezius, very good. All right, there's your spinotrapezius. Well, this square shaped one actually goes out to the point of the shoulder. What's the point of the shoulder called? The acromiotrapezius, very good, because it goes to the acromion. And then this one goes over the shoulder and then binds to this bone, your clavicle. So this is your clavotrapezius. So just remember the order, SAC, S-A-C. Okay? Now between the acromiotrapezius and the clavotrapezius, there is another muscle that you need to get out. And it runs underneath the clavotrapezius. You have to peel the clavotrapezius off of it. There's a little ribbon of a muscle right here. You see that ribbon? This is not a trapezius muscle, it is its own muscle, even though it's between the trapezius muscles. Okay, so let's talk about the name of this one. The origin insertion for this muscle is the skull and the scapula. Okay, so the skull is the origin, the scapula is the insertion. So what is going to happen when you contract this muscle? What does origin insertion mean? Whoa, friends. So don't forget that list right there. There are muscles on there that you need to know origin insertion for. So origin insertion are the bones the muscle attaches to. Origin is the bone that doesn't move, it acts as an anchor, while the insertion is the bone that moves. Okay, so if the scapula is the insertion for this muscle and the skull is the origin, the anchor, what's going to happen when we contract this muscle? What's going to happen to your scapula? Think about this contracting. What's going to happen to the scapula? Yeah, it's going to go up. All right, this is called elevation. All right, this is what that motion is called, elevation. All right, can you find the name of this muscle on your list?
Levator scapulae.
It's called levator scapulae ventralis. There is a dorsalis, but we're not going to cover it. This is the levator scapulae ventralis, though, and it's between the acromiotrapezius and the clavotrapezius, and it runs underneath the clavotrapezius to the skull. Let me see that. Okay. Once you have the traps out and the levator out, then we're going to go to the deltoids, which are more lateral. The first deltoid, which I think is the easiest to identify, is this kind of oval-shaped deltoid right there. This oval-shaped deltoid right there. So we see that. All right, I'm going to cut that out. Again, you don't have to get underneath it. Just cut the borders out so it's pretty. All right, that's one deltoid. And the next one is right in front of it. Panther doesn't have any fascia here. You guys did a great job cleaning Panther. A lot of you will still have fascia here. You have to peel off this fascia to get this muscle right here. It'll be a little deeper. That's the next deltoid. And then the third deltoid is another flap right here, very similar to the clavotrapezius, but now it's down here. So your deltoid muscles also have the same prefixes as the trapezius muscles, and they're in the same order. So what would you name this first deltoid right here that's oval? Spinal deltoid. What about the one in front of it that's deeper? Acromiodeltoid, and the one in front of that is the clavodeltoid. And if you notice, the clavodeltoid and clavotrapezius typically are pretty much the same muscle. There is a slight separation at the acromion. Okay, does that make sense then? All right, just remember that prefix, sac. All right, so that's all of them. So let's recap, and I'll let you go do it. Big old wing. Very good. Latissimus dorsi. This first triangle.
Oh, that's the
Spinotrapezius, the square in front of it. Acromiotrapezius. This ribbon in front of the acromiotrapezius. That is the 3-word.
Levator scapula.
Levator scapulae ventralis.
Oh, wow.
Good.
I just-
And then
just
this
stopped
flap is going over the shoulder to this bone. Clavotrapezius. Good. Then we get to the delts that are more lateral. What's this oval-shaped one called? Spinodeltoid. Good. This deeper one? Acromiodeltoid. And then this other flap right here. Clavodeltoid. All right. So let's do both sides because there's a good chance you're going to mess up the traps because they're so thin. So at least one of the sides will be good, and then the bad side, that's the side we're going to go deeper on.